Ever see those YouTube ads promising thousands of dollars a month?
Yeah,
Sometimes with just a handful of videos?
I've seen those.
It's tempting to believe, right?
Oh, yeah.
But is it really possible to make money on YouTube that fast?
That's the question, isn't it?
That's what we're diving into today, the world of AI-powered YouTube automation, to see how some creators are claiming to do just that.
Yeah, it's fascinating how AI is changing the game.
Right.
We used to think of building a successful YouTube channel as this long, slow climb,
Yeah.
but these sources suggest there might be a shortcut. Especially with all these AI tools popping up that can handle everything from writing scripts to editing videos.
Exactly. We've got a whole stack of creator stories, how-to guides, and even some insights into how YouTube's monetization process actually works. We'll hear directly from YouTubers who say they're making serious cash, some in an incredibly short amount of time.
The big question is how much of this is hype and how much is reality. That's what we're here to unpack.
All right, so let's break down the nuts and bolts. First things first, how do you even start making money on YouTube?
Well, there's this persistent myth that you can get rich quick on YouTube, but the reality is that there are some ground rules. Many of the sources, like Gillian Perkins' video, emphasize that you need to hit 1,000 subscribers and have 4,000 hours of watch time on your channel.
Wow.
Before you can even apply for YouTube's partner program.
Okay.
That's where the ad revenue, the big moneymaker, kicks in.
So it's not as simple as uploading a video and watching the cash roll in.
No.
There are some hoops to jump through. But what about those other features we hear about, like channel memberships and Super Chat?
Those are interesting because you can actually access them a bit earlier. Once you hit 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time, you can start using features like channel memberships, Super Chat, and the shopping tab. It's not the same as ad revenue, but it gives creators a way to start earning some income while they're working towards that bigger goal of monetization.
So there are some options to start generating income before hitting those big milestones.
Okay, so we understand the rules. But how do you speed up the process? Is it really possible to make money fast?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
The sources offer a few intriguing strategies. One that keeps popping up is YouTube Shorts.
Ah, yes, shorts. They seem to be everywhere these days. But how are creators using them to make money quickly?
How-to AI really dives deep into this. They highlight channels that are leveraging the Shorts algorithm to rack up views and hit monetization fast. The magic number here is 10 million views within 90 days. If you can achieve that with your Shorts, you unlock monetization much quicker than waiting to hit those standard requirements.
Wow, 10 million views in 90 days. That sounds like a tall order, even with Shorts being so popular.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
It takes a deep understanding of how the Shorts algorithm works, the ability to create attention-grabbing content in that short format,
Yeah.
and a bit of luck, honestly. Okay, so Shorts might be a viable path for some creators, but it's not exactly a guaranteed win. What other fast-track strategies are people using?
This is where AI comes in. The sources are buzzing with talk about AI-powered automation.
Okay.
It's essentially using AI tools to create and edit videos much faster, almost like having a virtual production team at your fingertips.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Break it down for me. What does this AI-powered automation actually look like?
It's pretty incredible. You have AI tools that can write scripts, generate voiceovers, create images and animations, and even edit the whole video together. It's like an assembly line for content creation.
So instead of spending hours writing a script or learning complicated editing software, you can essentially have AI do the heavy lifting.
Exactly. In Odetta Rockheadker's video, she lays out a step-by-step process using different AI tools for each stage. She uses ChatGPT to generate scripts, Leonardo AI to create images, 11 Labs for voiceovers, and then either CapCut or InVideo to piece it all together. She even claims that she can create a video in just minutes using this process.
Wait minutes. That's insane. Are other creators claiming similar results?
All About Money echoes a similar approach, focusing specifically on creating faceless channels where you don't even need to appear on camera. They even showcase how to do it using free AI tools, which is pretty impressive.
So in theory, you could potentially create and upload multiple videos per day using these AI tools.
That's the idea. And there are even more specialized tools emerging, like the one highlighted in AI Guy's video. He calls it DubDub, and it's designed to specifically create viral scripts and voiceovers. It's all about tailoring the content for maximum engagement and shareability.
It's mind-blowing how fast this technology is evolving. It feels like the possibilities are endless. But it's important to remember that AI is a tool, not a magic bullet. You still need to know how to use it effectively, right?
Absolutely. It's easy to get swept up in the hype.
Yeah.
But AI can only take you so far. You still need a solid content strategy and understanding of your target audience.
Yeah.
And the ability to create content that people actually want to watch.
Right. Throwing a bunch of AI-generated content at the wall and hoping something sticks probably won't get you very far.
Yeah.
So what should creators be thinking about when it comes to developing a content strategy for YouTube? Where do you even begin?
Well, before you even fire up those AI tools, you need to choose the right niche. That's something that InVideo for content creators really emphasizes.
Okay.
They analyzed over 100 faceless channels and found that the most successful ones were all operating in very specific niches with large audiences, but relatively low competition. It's about finding that sweet spot where there's demand for content, but not an overwhelming number of creators already dominating the space.
That makes sense. It's like finding a hidden gem where you can really stand out. So what kind of niches are we talking about here?
Geekbot AI actually provides some great recommendations. They suggest niches like gaming business, health and fitness, areas where you can leverage AI to create valuable content quickly. The key is finding something that aligns with your interests and expertise.
Right. It's got to be something you're passionate about or you'll burn out quickly.
Exactly.
Right.
Affiliate Marketing MC adds an interesting layer to this too.
Okay.
He recommends focusing on high-paying niches where there are opportunities for affiliate marketing. Think things like web hosting, software finance, even the law of attraction. These are areas where you can promote products and services related to your content and earn a commission on each sale.
So you're not just relying on ad revenue.
Right.
You're creating multiple income streams.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, I want to touch on something that's been in the back of my mind, the ethical side of all of this. What about those services that sell pre-monetized YouTube channels?
That's an important point.
Yeah.
And it's definitely something to be aware of. Dave Nick explains that these services essentially sell you a channel that's already met the requirements for monetization. Geekbot AI even links to a service called HTTP Sponsorships that claims to deliver a monetized channel in just 10 days.
10 days? That sounds almost too good to be true. What's the catch?
Well, YouTubers like Online Hustle TV caution that these channels often come with pre-existing content.
Oh.
So while you get the benefit of instant monetization, you're limited in terms of what you can create and how you can build your brand.
That makes sense. It's like buying a house that's already decorated. It might not be to your taste. Plus, you still have to create high-quality content that resonates with an audience and follows YouTube's guidelines. Simply buying a channel doesn't guarantee success.
Exactly. And it's crucial to remember that buying subscribers' views or fake engagement is completely against YouTube's rules.
Right.
If you're caught, you could get your channel penalized or even shut down.
So it's best to focus on building a channel organically, even if it takes a little longer.
All right, now that we've covered the groundwork, let's dive into some specific content strategies that creators are using to go viral and grow their channels quickly. Where do we even begin?
Well, even if you're creating a faceless channel, you can't underestimate the importance of visuals. In the world of YouTube, first impressions are everything. And that means having eye-catching thumbnails and click-worthy titles.
Right. Those are things that make people stop scrolling and actually click on your video. What are some of the strategies that creators are using to make their thumbnails and titles stand out?
AI Guy recommends taking a look at successful channels in your niche and seeing what they're doing. It's about understanding what kind of visuals and headlines are already working, and then finding ways to put your own spin on them. He talks about using bold colors, intriguing images, and headlines that create a sense of urgency or FOMO, fear of missing out. It's all about grabbing attention and making people curious about what they'll find in your video. So it's not just about slapping together any old thumbnail or title.
Right.
There's a real art to it. Are there any tools that can help with this process?
Absolutely. Odetta Rockhead-Kerr suggests using a free online drawing tool called Clicky to create custom thumbnails that reflect the era or style of your content. And All About Money recommends Canva, another free tool that's great for creating simple, clean thumbnails that prioritize text and visual hierarchy.
That makes sense. You want something that's visually appealing, but also easy to read and understand, especially on a small screen.
Exactly. The goal is to make your thumbnail stand out in a sea of other videos.
Okay, so we've got our eye-catching thumbnail. Now, what about the title? How do you craft a title that makes people want to click?
vidIQ highlights the importance of front-loading the most important information in the first 50 characters of your title. That's the part that people see first, so you want to make it count. They suggest using numbers, strong adjectives, and benefit-driven language. It's all about telling people what they'll gain from watching your video.
So instead of a vague title like How to Make Money Online, you might use something more specific and attention-grabbing, like 5 Proven Ways to Make $100 per Day Online.
Exactly. And there are tools that can help you refine your titles and tags for better search engine optimization or SEO. CreatorHooks Pro and vidIQ's AI Coach are both great options that can analyze your titles and suggest improvements to help your videos rank higher in search results.
So it's not just about creating a catchy title, it's about making sure people can actually find your video in the first place.
Right. You can have the best content in the world, but if no one can find it, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so we've hooked viewers with a killer thumbnail and title. They've clicked on our video. Now the challenge is keeping them engaged. How do we make sure they actually watch the whole thing?
That's where retention comes in.
Okay.
It's one of the most important factors in YouTube's algorithm, and it basically means keeping viewers glued to their screens for as long as possible.
So longer people watch, the better.
Absolutely. High retention signals to YouTube that your content is valuable and engaging, and they're more likely to promote it to other viewers. vidIQ offers a ton of great tips for improving retention, and one that really stood out to me was the idea of opening loops.
Opening loops, what's that all about?
It's a really clever technique where you essentially ask a question or tease a surprising fact early on in your video, and then promise to reveal the answer or explanation later. This creates a sense of intrigue and keeps viewers hooked because they want to find out what happens next.
It's like a mini cliffhanger that keeps people watching. I love that. What other retention hacks are out there?
Well, building on that idea of keeping viewers engaged, Make Money Matt suggests putting the most exciting or valuable part of your video at the very beginning. He calls it front-loading value.
That's interesting. It seems counterintuitive to give away the best stuff right away. Why does that work?
It's all about capturing attention in those crucial first few seconds. People have short attention spans these days, so you need to give them a reason to stick around. By showcasing the most compelling part of your video up front, you're more likely to hook viewers and prevent them from clicking away.
Like giving them a taste of what's to come and making them hungry for more. I like that.
And another great tactic is using what Ellen Sultanic, a copywriter featured in the vidIQ video, calls assumptive questions. It's about anticipating the objections or concerns that viewers might have and addressing them head-on. This builds trust and encourages viewers to keep watching because they feel like you understand their needs.
So instead of waiting for viewers to ask questions in the comments, you're preemptively answering them within the video itself.
Exactly. It shows that you're thinking about your audience and addressing their concerns, which can really help with building that connection and trust.
These are some really great strategies. It's amazing how much thought goes into creating content that resonates with viewers and keeps them coming back for more. But now let's get down to the bottom line. Can you really make money on YouTube that fast? Are these success stories we're seeing online legit, or is it all just hype?
That's the question we're all here for, right?
Absolutely. Stay tuned, because in the next part of our deep dive, we'll take a closer look at the financial realities of YouTube, explore some inspiring creator journeys, and reveal whether this dream of fast monetization is truly within your reach.
All right, so we've talked about the strategies, the tools, and even the ethical considerations, but now let's get real about the money. Can you really build a profitable YouTube channel that quickly?
That's the big question, right? I'm sure our listener is on the edge of their seat waiting for the answer. What do the sources say?
Well, the sources paint a picture that's both inspiring and realistic. We see some creators achieving monetization at lightning speed, showing us just how much potential there is for rapid growth.
Give me an example. Who are these fast-track success stories?
Make Money Matt is a great example. He actually documented his entire journey hitting monetization in just 30 days. His story really highlights the power of consistent effort and strategic planning.
30 days.
Yeah.
That's incredible. What was his secret?
He committed to uploading a video every single day. That kind of dedication is definitely key when you're aiming for fast growth. But the sources also remind us that these success stories often involve a significant investment of time, energy, and strategic thinking.
So it's not just about churning out videos as quickly as possible. There's a lot more to it than that.
Exactly. It's about creating high-quality content that resonates with your audience and keeps them coming back for more.
Okay, so consistent effort and quality content are essential. What about income? What kind of numbers are we talking about here?
Matera Made Jewelry provides a really interesting case study. They went from earning $485 in a partial month to over $1,000 in a subsequent month. It shows you how quickly things can snowball once you start gaining traction.
Wow, that's a pretty significant jump in earnings. But it's important to remember that every creator's journey is different. But there's no guarantee of success, and the income potential can vary widely.
Absolutely. Charlie Chang, who runs 6 successful YouTube channels and makes over $2.4 million a year, reminds us that building a sustainable YouTube business takes time. He estimates that it took him 1 to 2 years to truly master the platform and start seeing significant results.
So while there are definitely opportunities for fast growth, it's important to have realistic expectations.
Right. Patience and persistence are key. And it's about more than just the money. Many creators like Alexis Eldridge emphasize the importance of enjoying the process. If you're not passionate about the content you're creating, it will show, and it's unlikely you'll be successful in the long run.
It sounds like finding a balance between passion and profit is key. You need to genuinely enjoy what you're doing, but you also need to be smart about your strategies and monetization methods.
Exactly. It's about finding that sweet spot where your interests, skills, and income potential align.
Okay, so we've got a sense of the financial realities of YouTube. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but with the right approach, it can be a lucrative and fulfilling career path. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about maximizing ad revenue. It's the main way most creators make money on YouTube, right?
Yes, ad revenue is the bread and butter for many YouTubers, but there's an art to maximizing those earnings. Nikisha breaks this down in her video, How to Get Monetized on YouTube in 2024. Full YouTube monetization process explained. She stresses the importance of strategic ad placement within your videos.
Strategic ad placement, what does that mean?
It's about finding the right balance between maximizing your ad revenue and providing a good viewing experience for your audience. You don't want to bombard viewers with so many ads that they get annoyed and click away, but you also want to make sure you're capitalizing on the opportunities to earn.
So it's a bit of a juggling act. You want to make money, but you don't want to alienate your viewers.
Precisely. And Primal Video adds another layer to this conversation. They highlight the importance of diversifying your income streams beyond just ad revenue.
That's interesting. Why is diversification so important?
Well, relying solely on ad revenue can be risky. Ad blockers are becoming more prevalent, and YouTube Premium subscribers don't even see ads, so it's smart to explore other revenue streams like YouTube Premium revenue, Super Chat, Super Stickers, and channel memberships.
That makes sense. It's about building a more sustainable business model that's not entirely dependent on a single source of income.
Exactly. It's about creating multiple avenues for generating revenue and protecting yourself against potential fluctuations in the YouTube landscape.
All right, so we've talked about monetization, maximizing ad revenue, and even diversifying income streams. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, AI and copyright concerns. There's been a lot of discussion about this lately, and it's important to understand the ethical considerations of using AI-generated content on YouTube.
Absolutely. Several sources touch on this, and Make Money Matt actually provides a really helpful checklist in his video. I monetized a faceless YouTube channel in 30 days to prove it's not luck. He outlines specific steps you can take to ensure your videos can get monetized without running into copyright issues.
Okay, what kind of things are on this checklist?
He stresses the importance of adhering to YouTube's fair use policy, using a human or realistic-sounding voiceover, creating transformative content that adds value beyond simply re-uploading existing material and always citing your sources.
So it's not just about avoiding legal trouble. It's about creating content that's original, engaging, and respectful of copyright laws.
Exactly. And this is where your creativity and originality come into play. AI can help you with research, script writing, and editing, but ultimately it's your responsibility to ensure your content is unique and doesn't infringe on anyone's intellectual property rights.
It sounds like finding that balance between leveraging AI's capabilities and maintaining ethical practices is crucial.
Absolutely. It's about using AI as a tool to enhance your creativity, not as a crutch to simply copy or rehash existing content.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this part of our deep dive. We've explored the financial realities of YouTube, delved into monetization strategies, and even touched on the ethical considerations of using AI. Now, I'm curious to hear our listeners' thoughts. What resonates most with them so far? Are they feeling inspired by these success stories, or perhaps a little overwhelmed by the amount of information we've covered? It's amazing how much there is to consider when starting a YouTube channel these days. From AI tools to monetization strategies, it really is a whole new world out there.
It is, and it's evolving so rapidly, but with all this talk about speed and efficiency, we can't lose sight of the human element.
Right.
Ultimately, YouTube is about connecting with an audience authentically.
That's so true.
I
We can get caught up in the technical side of things, but at the end of the day, it's the human connection that really matters.
Exactly. And Starter Story has a fantastic interview with Charlie Chang, that multi-channel YouTube entrepreneur we mentioned earlier. He makes over $2.4 million a year from his 6 channels, and he emphasizes that finding your unique voice is essential for success. He actually says, carve out your own identity, rather than try and do things that are expected. He learned the hard way that trying to fit into a mold or chase trends just didn't work for him. It was only when he embraced his individuality that his channels really took off.
So it's not about trying to be the next big YouTube star. It's about being yourself and letting your personality shine through.
Exactly. And his story is a great reminder that success doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
He spent years experimenting, learning, and refining his approach. He even admits that his early videos were terrible, but he kept at it driven by his passion and belief in his vision.
It's inspiring to hear that even someone as successful as Charlie Chang had to go through a period of trial and error. It makes the whole journey feel more relatable.
It does, and it's a powerful reminder that persistence pays off. Even now, with a team of 26 people supporting his YouTube empire, he's still actively involved in the creative process. He's brainstorming ideas, reviewing content, and making sure everything aligns with his overall vision.
It's really impressive. It shows a real dedication to his craft and a commitment to delivering high-quality content.
Absolutely. And speaking of quality, let's circle back to the idea of using AI ethically and responsibly. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement and see AI as a shortcut, a way to churn out videos without putting in much effort, but that's where things can get a little tricky.
Right. We talked earlier about the importance of originality and avoiding copyright infringement. Are there any other ethical considerations when it comes to using AI for YouTube?
Well, Affiliate Marketing ASC warns against relying too heavily on AI to create generic, unoriginal content. He argues that while AI can be a powerful tool, it's important to find the right balance between automation and human creativity.
So it's not about letting AI do all the work for you. It's about using AI to enhance your own creativity and make the process more efficient.
Exactly. He advocates for a hybrid approach, using AI for research, scriptwriting, and editing, but always adding your own personal touch, those insights and perspectives that make your content unique.
It's about seeing AI as a partner in the creative process, not a replacement for your own skills and ideas.
Exactly. Think of it this way. AI can help you build the car, but you're the one who chooses the destination, the route you take, and the stories you share along the way.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of AI-powered YouTube, what are some key takeaways for our listener? What can they do to start putting these insights into action?
First and foremost, remember that building a successful YouTube channel, even with the help of AI, takes time and effort. There's no magic button. Don't get discouraged if you don't see instant results.
Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a successful YouTube channel.
Exactly. Stay consistent, keep learning, and focus on creating content that you're genuinely passionate about.
Passion is key. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, it will show, and it's unlikely you'll be able to sustain it in the long run.
Absolutely. And secondly, embrace the power of AI, but use it wisely. Don't fall into the trap of creating generic, unoriginal content just because it's fast and easy experiment with different tools. Find your unique voice and let AI help you elevate your creativity, not replace it.
It's about finding that sweet spot where human ingenuity and technological innovation intersect.
And finally, remember that YouTube is a community to connect with other creators, learn from their experiences, and support each other. You don't have to go it alone.
It's about collaboration over competition, sharing ideas, getting feedback, and celebrating each other's successes.
Exactly. It's about more than just views and subscribers. It's about building something meaningful, sharing your passions with the world, and having fun along the way.
Well said. This deep dive has given you a glimpse into the exciting world of AI-powered YouTube. It's a rapidly evolving landscape with immense potential, but it requires careful navigation and a commitment to ethical practices. Now it's up to you to decide if this is a path you want to explore. Do your research experiment, and most importantly, create content that you're proud of. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the next YouTube sensation, proving that with the right blend of creativity, strategy, and a touch of AI magic, anything is possible.